I'm a normal 16-year-old American high school student who has no major special qualities. I wasn't given anything major. I don't have any major advantage over you. And I managed to make $21,000 over the past about 10 months by reselling and by making smart investments because I just took action, because I just took a little bit tilted, because I just took some risk, because I just kind of put myself out there and I gave myself the risk, and I just got scammed out of $60. The thing is, it served as a reminder because I don't really care. I just got scammed out of $60. I'm not going to go into it because, just quick overview. I mainly resell cameras, and a guy just came to my house to sell me a camera, and he came from like an hour away, and I thought it would work. There was like a few things that was wrong with it that I didn't see in like the images, and I thought it would work. Turns out it didn't work, and now I have it right here and it's charging, and there's like a bunch of stuff broken with it, and I basically just have to like sell it for parts and cut my losses. Thing is, I don't care because I made $21,000 approximately over the past 10 months. I bought myself a used Tesla, a nice car. It goes fast. It's a clean title. It's not that high mileage. It's a nice car, and I love it. And I was able to do that because I took the risk. I put myself out there. I failed in like several businesses, dropshipping agency. I did basically anything but door to door. I was like watching a bunch of YouTube videos like Jordan Welch. I was watching like the Mark Tilbury, like the old guy. I was watching all those videos on, like Graham Stephan, like how to make money on the side, how to get rich, how to get a side hustle, stuff like that. I'm just looking at the camera back now. It's kind of getting me mad. But I don't care that much. Maybe I care a little bit right now. Like this too shall pass, like all things. It's a Bible verse. Like all things, this too shall pass. I've been scammed before. I've been scammed like a couple times. I can list off a couple right now. This Aura ring I have, I still wear it, but it's non-functional, maybe because of sunk cost fallacy. But I got scammed out of that. It doesn't work really that well. I got a little bit of money back on it because the seller was pretty honest, but I got scammed on that. I got scammed out of an online course that I decided to pull the trigger on out of about $125. Thing is, I bought other online courses that changed my life, that led to me getting that $21,000. That gave me that kind of spark of motivation, that kind of information, that kind of community, that group of people that allowed me, I'm not going to name names, I'm not going to be specific, maybe in the future, but that allowed me to push through even when I had a bunch of failed businesses. I tried almost anything. I binged all those videos. I wanted to make money extremely badly. And that money that I spent pushed me in order to keep on going until I eventually found something that worked, which is obviously the reselling the cameras. And then I put that money into investing, and I've made quite a bit from that. So, thing is, you're gonna fail once or twice if you take risks, if you decide to go into the beaten path, because most people don't realize that. Let me put this down. There's other options other than college. You don't have to go to college. You don't have to kind of follow the path that people want you to follow, the normal path. It sounds like kind of cringe and whatever, but people are going to have a paradigm shift. They're going to want to pull you back when you try something new, when you try to go off the beaten path, when you try to kind of make your own reality, when you try to impose what you want onto reality, and you want to kind of make your own reality instead of having reality happen to you, if that makes sense. You don't want life to happen to you. You want to take action into your own hands. Do whatever you want. You don't have to go to university, no matter how much your parents say, no matter if they say, basically the argument that my parents have is, number one, backup option. Go to ASU as a backup option. I'm not even going to learn anything there. It's a party school. Everybody knows that. Number two, your wife is going to want someone with a college education. First of all, why would I want a wife that wants to be with me solely based off of my education? That's not even the type of person I want to be with anyways. You can make your own path. You can do your own thing. And the reason that people are going to try to pull you back is not because they're inherently evil. They're not bad people. They're just scared. They're scared. They don't want you to be successful when you go on a separate venture your own way. Because if you are successful in that venture, if you start a YouTube channel and you're successful and you love doing it and you enjoy it, and it's hard to do because it's hard to start recording content, it's hard to press the record button on a video and to start talking. And if you get successful from that, if you love doing that, if you end up getting more happiness than going off the normal path, which is, college, university, get debt, and then have a job that's going to get taken over by AI anyways. If you do that and you're successful and you do something else, not if you go to college and do that stuff. If you try something else and that ends up being successful, they're going to have a paradigm shift because they know you're like them. You're basically like in a very similar situation. There's not much difference between you two. So if you can do it, they can do it as well. They don't want to have that kind of reality because they can see online and stuff, oh, these people are successful, but they don't really know their lives. If they see someone in front of them who's very similar to them, who they've known for a couple of years since middle school or elementary school even, or maybe even pre-K, something like that, and they see them being successful, they see them taking a risk, going hard in something, having the courage to do something that's off the beaten path, and they are successful in that, they now have a feeling of themselves. Okay, now it's not the situation, it's not the matter that I can't be successful, I can't go off the beaten path myself, I can't become an entrepreneur, I can't start my own business, I can't start a content creation, I can't start a YouTube channel, I can't try making a name for myself, I can't try starting a business, I can't try, any other venture other than college or this kind of generic path. They know that they now it's their fault if they don't achieve that. And when you take this kind of risk, when you start a business like this, and because basically I'm taking a risk, I'm buying cameras for cheap. And originally I had no guarantee that it was going to sell. I was not going to do much with that camera otherwise. Like, okay, here's the thing. The first camera that I bought, I tried to make it risk averse I was going to buy it to use for photography because I wanted to try making money through photography. And it ended up being that wait, this is actually a good value camera. I see other cameras on Facebook Marketplace because I got out of Facebook Marketplace from a good deal. I see other cameras on Facebook Marketplace that are selling for a worse deal than this, so I could just put it back on Facebook Marketplace, and if it sells, it sells. I make money off of that, and then I could try doing that. I didn't even go that far as to think I could try doing that. I thought I'd just make a quick $50 or something, but it ended up selling after a few weeks for $175 profit, $200 to $375, I believe that's how much it was. I literally had to borrow my parents' money for that. I took a risk by doing that, and they ended up agreeing to it. There's going to be risks in this business. I've been scammed a couple times. I've had to deal with bad customers a couple times. I've had to deal with people trying to scam me, trying to give me bad deals, a lot of low ballers, a lot of people giving me a hard time, a lot of cancelers, a ton of flakes. You're going to have to just deal with that. You're going to have to get down on your feet. When you experience some sort of failure or you have something that knocks you down, it seems kind of cringe, but you either win or you learn. Okay? I got a freaking notification for a camera. But dang, that really took me off my train of thought. But you either win or you learn. There's no such thing as a loss. Because if you just sit down, if you stay at home after school and you open up an incognito tab, you go to Reddit, you go to r/Asian blowjobs, and you spend 2 minutes fapping, and then you bust a nut, and then you waddle over to the sink, and then you clean up your nut, your brogurt, as they say, and you play Apex Legends, you play League, you play Clash Royale, Brawl Stars, you numb your brain with reels, you check your message, did she message back, did she see my message, did she see my story, this, that, and the other. And if you waste your time on these things, if you stay in your comfort zone, you do what you've always been doing, you do these high dopamine, low vibrational activities, you're not going to do anything new. You're just going to stay there. Your high school years are going to go away. Your entire life is going to go away. And you're going to end up being on the normal path. Because in order to take yourself off of the normal college, generic 9 to 5, which is a horrible path to be on, suburbia, nuclear family, and then your wife is going to cheat on you or something. I don't even know how the future is going to be. It's going to be even horrible for generic people, and it's going to be even better for people who want to make a name for themselves, who want to, once again, go off that beaten path. But if you don't expend energy to go off that path, you need to expend a lot of energy. You need to really want it. If you don't, so this is like the normal path. If you don't put in a lot of energy, a lot of thought, a lot of time, a lot of your brain power into going off of that over, that's not on camera, over here, then it's just going to lead you forward. This is going to be the super well tread, super nice pathway. And this is going to be the super rocky, super unfriendly pathway. It's not going to, you're not going to end up falling into entrepreneurship. You need to expend energy into it. You need to be okay with getting down on your feet and sucking it. No. You need to be okay with getting down on your feet and getting dirty and, you know, having a failure every now and then. Because guess what? Here's a main point that I'm trying to get at. I lost $60 basically, and maybe it's recoverable. Maybe I'll get like 20, 30, maybe like $40 off it. But I'll have to put in a lot more work than I intended, and I'm getting a lot less money than I intended off of that. And I had to like argue with the guy, and it was literally freaking raining outside, like pouring and dust storm and everything. I lost $60 on that. Let's just call it that. Okay. Alternative, I made, okay, I have freaking $20,940 that I've made from that otherwise. The alternative is to get a part-time job that is minimum wage or near minimum wage, where I make maybe after taxes like $10 an hour in the state of Arizona. Like $10 an hour. It's like less than like Washington or what is it, like Washington DC? It's like $7.50 still. What the frick are we doing? That's the other option. And I make literally pennies per minute, or like metaphorically, like you're making pennies, and I make about like 4 to 8, maybe like 5 to 10 after taxes, because I don't get taxed on my flips that I do, because it's just cash to, I give them the camera, they give me the cash, I pay cash for the camera, they give me the camera, so it's just cash to cash interactions, or maybe Zelle or something, which is like PayPal. I don't get taxed on that. So I'm making 4 to 8 before taxes and like 5 to 10 times per hour the amount that other people are doing. That's the benefit of getting off the beaten path. Do you see how insane the leverage is? Do you see how much better that is? Just because so many people are afraid to go off that path, so many people are afraid to do their own thing, to, I don't know, start some sort of business, let's say a YouTube channel, start a mobile detailing business, start reselling, start taking any sort of risk. People are just so risk averse nowadays, especially men. Start taking any sort of risk, do anything, and that's better than doing, oh, my brightness is down because my battery's low. My battery's always low. Just do anything, try anything, and chances are that it's going to benefit you. It's either going to benefit you directly, or it's going to give you a new path, a new door that you can open, almost like a Fireboy and Water Girl map, or like a GTA map. It's going to give you a new path that you can open, a new path that you can unlock. Let me back up so you can see my hands better. New paths that you can unlock, where you'll get even more potential, where you get even better benefits to your life, where you'll get even closer to financial freedom, finding the woman of your dreams, meeting great people, meeting your new best friends, people who are genuinely like you for you, and genuinely want to see the best for you, and not people that if you stop playing video games that they're gonna just like ghost you, they're gonna take you out of the server, they're gonna take you out of the group chat, whatever, and they're gonna ignore you, or they're gonna laugh at you or something. Find genuine people. You're gonna benefit your life so much more, 5 to 10x in my situation. So far, I've barely done anything. I'm literally 16, and my first like 12 years of life are not even like, maybe like 11. My first 11 years of life didn't even exist, cause like I'm a freaking unconscious developing child. It's like I wasn't even on self-improvement for like the first 13 years of my life. In 3 years, I went from $0 a month to making 5 to 10x what other people my age would be doing if they even have a job. You probably don't have a job because you're sitting on your freaking gaming chair that your mom got you 8 years ago. Probably not 8 years ago, like 2 years ago. And it's all crusty and it still has that stain on the side. You're just like sitting in your chair, or you're laying in your bed more likely, just like watching this YouTube video. Come on, what are we doing? Get up, try something, take a risk, because I've made $21,000. If I get scammed for $60, it's no big deal. That's just gonna happen. This too shall pass. It's a Bible verse. This too shall pass. The potential that you have from going onto the beaten path is insane. The likelihood, if you just keep on keeping on, of you achieving that is almost 100%. If you just keep on going, if you just keep on trying, if you don't do literally something like retarded, like stupid, like you do like a coin flip, and you get you like your friend's gonna, or like somebody's gonna shoot you if it's a tails, and if it's heads, then you get $100. If it's something like that, don't do it. But like if you make logical steps, if you use your brain, if you go out there and try something, if you put yourself out there, if you set your camera up at a little angle like you do when you watch your YouTube videos while you eat, probably eating right now. If you set up your camera at like a little angle like that, you don't even need your back camera, your high quality one. You could use your front one, and you just speak, and you get better at the skill of like speaking to a camera, at teaching, at lecturing, at getting a point across, at convincing someone of something. Insane things are going to happen. Because there's 99% of people have been so conditioned, have been so brainwashed, have been so psyoped that they think it's only college. It's only job. Sure, job works for a very specific subset group of people who their passion is to become a vet, to become a lawyer, become a doctor. Even for something like a vet, you don't need to only be a vet and that's all you do. You can own an animal shelter. You can make content about how to care for your dog or your pet or whatever. You can make content on how to save your dog's life. You can make content on, I don't know, whatever. You get the point that I'm talking about. You can find something that you're passionate about. You can make content about it. You can start some other sort of business. You don't even have to do something that you're passionate about. You can use that as because I don't care about cameras reselling. You can use that as like a vehicle to make money so that you can go up in your scale of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You can start improving your health. You can start, so I have a camera that I'm going to sell the guy's here now. But really quickly, you can move by achieving more success. You can go up in your hierarchy of needs. You can improve your health. You can start ticking up. You can start getting rid of bills so that your parents interrupt you less. You can start paying their bills. You can do all of this, and then you improve your life. It's a positive cycle. You keep on keeping on. When there's failure, you just keep looking forward, and you remember how far you've come, and you remember the ways that your life has improved, and eventually success will come. And I'm not trying to say this as somebody who's better than you, but I kind of am better than you because I've made probably like $20,000 to $21,000 more than you, and I'm probably younger than you. Take action. Goodbye.